Welcome to Notion and Productivity, we're Productivity HQ.
Hey guys, welcome back to Productivity Headquarters. Today we're going to jump into kind of how to actually journal throughout the day and on the go in the easiest way possible, just by breaking it down by daily, weekly, monthly, and by quarters. I know journaling is a really great way to jot down your thoughts and feelings just so you can gain clarity and process your emotions. Basically, these reflection journals, they act as an archive and basically a full dump ground of everything that you may have been through throughout your life and that you can use to reflect on throughout the year. As you can see here, we have a new daily journal, a weekly review, monthly, and quarter. And we're going to start out with the daily. But the first thing I want to show you guys is that we have a reflections archive. So with each of these, even though as you press the button and it creates a new daily journal for you, you can archive them by dragging and dropping it right into here. So when it comes time, you can be able to go reflect and see them later on, just so they're not all cluttered into here. So let's start out with a daily review, and I'm going to show you actually what this looks like and how this can actually benefit you throughout the year. So at the top, we have the today's date, the word of the day, or anything like that. I know a lot of times an alert that comes on our phone, that could be either a scripture, that could be possibly just a word of the day. Maybe if you're trying to build your vocabulary, you can have a daily word that you use, and you can also track your moods. And we also have here where you can adjust it. You can fill in your mood or anything like that if you want to keep these preset ones. And then we have actual breakdowns to actually help you understand why you're feeling the way you're feeling. So right here we have, I'm feeling this way because you could say I'm maybe feeling amazing, good, busy because I woke up early and had time to make chocolate chip pancakes for breakfast, and you got almost everything done. So basically you would explain why you feel that way today, and then because of this you're going to try to go to sleep on time so you can wake up on time. And then you have your day in 3 words. You can break that down and further expand on maybe what your mood was, and then just say what words fill in why this mood was this way. You can add in things that you're grateful for, which is a great part to add into your day, just so every day is not kind of like glum, and you can actually think about the things that you're grateful for instead of just thinking about maybe all of the possible bad things that maybe went wrong that day, or maybe not even bad, but things maybe that just didn't go the way you possibly wanted them to. You can put right here the goals, skills, or things you worked on. Say if that's homework assignments, that's business goals, anything like that. And then you also can put your wins for the day, and then possibly your challenges, and then the highlights for tomorrow. Say tomorrow maybe you're closing a business deal tomorrow maybe have an event at school, anything like that. And then you also have your daily brain dump. So right here on top of having your reflection journal for the day, you also have a brain dump. So if you have some thoughts that you need to jot out, some emotions that you need to get rid of and put into here, you have that option. And then you also have here in your daily review, maybe you're a person who doesn't necessarily, because this is the S.O.S template, you have steps and a routine on the front home page, but you can also add it in here maybe if you want to do it journaling wise, and you can put things that you need to do before you go to sleep. So go through your daily review, or maybe you need to read a book or anything like that. So let's hop back in and let's go to the next one, which is the weekly review. And you would just do this every week of the year, 52 weeks in a year. So you will put right here, how was your last week? Next, you have what you want to achieve this week. You can write down 3 to 5 goals for the week depending on how you're feeling. How was this week, and things you're grateful for this week. So just overall, maybe you've switched jobs this week. Maybe you were able to get up early 6 days out of the week. Anything like that. You have your wins of the week, and then also going back to your daily pages, you can use those to expand upon once you're reviewing your whole week, because sometimes we view life as these individual things and think, oh, today was terrible, now my week is ruined. Once you go through your daily journals, you can come back here and you can add it on your week and be like, wow, actually this week was actually really good. So right here we have a deep dive of your week, and you can say what is going well that I'm working on, what is not going well that I'm working on. So as each week passes, you can try to build upon your skills, build upon the things that you know that you need help with, and things like that. You have tasks that are in progress, highlights for the next week, and then also you still have a brain dump. Say for example, you're sitting here, you have thoughts and ideas, something that you just came across and you're like, this is my idea for the week, this is what I need to get out, these are some notes and things like that. So this is kind of a culmination of different parts that are included in this S.O.S template, but it's in a kind of a review form. So you add in your week date here, so you'll say from this date to this date, or you could say week 8 within the year, and so on and so forth. Next, you have the month review, and it's the same thing pretty much, and it has how how was my month? So just thinking about going through each of your weeks, each of your days, different things like that. You can put how was your month and what are you grateful for this month, anything like that, things you can improve on. And then also we have, because a lot of times we do things, what have I been doing this whole month that I maybe need to stop doing, things that I maybe need to start doing, things that I need to keep doing. Maybe I need to keep getting up a little bit earlier just so I can get a head start for the day. Maybe I need to get up a little later so I can rest a little longer, but then at the same time I'm more productive, because that's something I've also learned. It's not for everyone to always be getting up at 5 a.m., 6 a.m. You know, some jobs also require because you have to be to work at a certain time, but don't feel the need to always have to constantly be up at this super early time just because people make it seem like that's what you have to do to succeed. So right here at the bottom, we have challenge and lessons right here, highlights for the next month. Say, for example, you maybe have a trip coming up or anything like that, birthdays, parties, anything of the sort. You can put that in as your highlights. And also you can rate your month. So business wise, say for example, if you have a business, your career, say if you're also still working a job while working on your business, your financial, how are you doing with saving? How are you doing with investing into things? How are those things going? And you can rate those based off of stars. And then you have personal growth and relationships and self-love. How are you treating yourself? Are you giving time for yourself? And things of that nature. So we also have a brain dump down at the bottom, so you can dump here also at the end of the month. Once it hits the 31st, the 29th, the 30th, any day that's the last day, you can use this to go ahead and dump all those thoughts in here and be able to reflect on it later in the year. And then also a good part about this, we have a quarter review. So if you're really big on like the 12-week year or either just doing your year by quarters, you could also do it this way. And another neat part about this is because it's Notion and this is not an actual physical planner, which is a great thing that I love about Notion, is that even though if you may not choose to do weekly or daily planning, you can just come here and review every single quarter. It's not a force to where you feel like you've wasted pages or anything like that. You can just always have this here, and the options are still available to you without the dates changing or anything like that. So for the quarter review, basically what you would do is come back every 3 months and you will see your growth throughout the year. So what went really well in first quarter, what was challenging, what have you learned, what are your favorite memories, and then which things have contributed to your mental health and which things have not. That could be positive, negative, kind of indifferent, anything like that. And as you can see here, there's really no brain dump here because you essentially have the brain dump for the rest of the year in those breakdowns. But quarter review could also be really helpful because then you can kind of see each quarter as these months are passing, what is actually getting done, what is actually changing in your life. So that's all we have for right now for the reflection journals. And I would say if you aren't into journaling, get into it, especially if you feel like you have no other outlets or if you need a better outlet for your life. Having journals can really help alleviate the stress that you're having by putting those thoughts out there. And sometimes you may be up late, maybe you aren't able to get on the phone with someone or anything like that. You can go ahead and just hop right into your daily journal or weekly journal and start journaling. So let's go into the journals archive so I can actually show you how you would be separating your actual archive journals. So as you can see here, we have it in months. So what you would do is in each one, it has a daily, weekly, and monthly. And you would basically go ahead and drag and drop which month it goes into. So this is no longer cluttered on your homepage or anything like that. And like I said before, you don't have to use each type of journal, but it's still space here for you to archive each one when you're done with it. And then at the end of the year, you can come back and actually review each one. We have the year, we have quarters here, so you can break down each one. And when you're done, you can easily go ahead and highlight whatever year it was, go ahead and drag it and drop it and put it into 2023. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know down in the comments if you guys plan on using reflection journals, and if you guys actually want to grab this template. Is included within the S.O.S template. And let me show you an overview quickly of what it looks like on the homepage of the S.O.S. So this homepage here, it has basically everything you need, and it has a timer, a data focus, a week overview here. That's just for planning overall, and it connects to your notes in your actual planner. And you have it here, your reflection journals are right here in your health tab, and then you have your class courses here. But that's just a quick overview of what's there. I also have a video actually breaking down this whole template. I'll put up here in the cards, but let me know what you guys think, and happy journaling. Thanks for watching.